Hi everybody, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there in YouTube land. Today is Saturday, June the 27th. It's 1 week away from the big 4th of July weekend, and 4th of July is my birthday, yours truly. And we are in this cemetery that's not too far from my home, and we're just gonna pan around and look around at some different tombs and just see what happens. It's an overcast day. It's about 74, 75. The sun is not in. It's coolish. But next week, we are going to have the worst heat wave of our lives. It's going to be in the triple digits. So oppressive, and they're calling it dangerous. Extremely dangerous weather coming. So, I thought I'd do a video. I haven't checked in for a while since the mall video. Been busy. There's a lot of appointments and things we've been doing going on, but I am here today, and like I said, we're going to walk around and just pan around and see what we can what happens, if anything, if we find anything interesting. It's a beautiful day, and there's some parts of this cemetery that have never been shown before. So I thought I'd just pan around, show you some views, some stones, and we'll see what happens, if anything. Okay, here we go. I have never filmed in this part of this graveyard either. If you're hearing voices, that's way off in the distance. I think some people are playing, or some kids or something. This is a very big graveyard, like I said before. And there's so many parts of it that I have not ever shown on my channel, because there's just too much of it. It's really huge. Let's go around this way and see if we can find anything interesting. I'm going to call this a June Cemetery Walk. Wow, this is a big one down here. See what I mean? You're on even up here, you're on like a big hill. There's still so much more to go. This graveyard just like goes on forever. It's really huge. If you're ever in this part of the country, it's worth checking out. Swanson, boy, that is one huge stone. And as you can see, way back there, they got tombs that are outside crypts. Let's go forward. Just see up this way. Wow, looks like these tombs here have been grown over with undergrowth or something. It's a beautiful cemetery. It's huge. There's so many parts of this graveyard. Crypts back there. And I found something over here. Some kind of animal must have been digging. Because look at this. There's a hole in the tree. And something made a big tunnel, a big hole down in there. Yeah. I don't want to find out what it is. Oh no. Why is it every time I'm in a graveyard, I hear the sound of a train? And again, there are no train tracks anywhere near this graveyard. I'm serious. This has got to be some kind of a phenomena. It's right in the middle of the city. There's no train tracks. Because I know. And that happens every time. It doesn't matter what cemetery I'm in. All right, let's look at this one. This one looks old and interesting. A George Chismar, 1872 to 1959. And his wife Mary, I think it says 1873, not sure, to 1931. I'm just going to call that a phantom train, and we're going to leave it at that. Because that happens just about every time I'm in some kind of a graveyard. I like the older ones. There ain't too many older ones through here. Let's take a walk up through this way and see what's going on. Wow, this is pretty creepy. There's a little one over here. Let's see. Ah, there's no writing on it. You can't read it. Oh my goodness, you can't even read that. All right. I know where I can take you. There are some really huge crypts in the back. Oh, look at these trees. I see one that's buried over here by brush. I like the older ones, the mysterious ones, the ones that are covered up. Can we get in here and see? Johnson. Okay, they're pretty much covered up. Oh, I stepped on something. This one, 1919 to 1994. Statue's got no head over there. Oh, now this is really pretty the way they have this. I like this. I like those purple flowers. Really cool. There is the great mausoleum, the Abbey. Okay, I'm inside the Black Beauty, and I think that we are gonna go take a drive up this way so we can show you a different part of the graveyard. Yeah, let's go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take a drive here. The first time I've ever done this with my new camera. Not that easy, because you're basically driving with one hand. Not always that easy to do some of this stuff. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's very overcast today. Oh yeah, there's some older ones up here. All right. Not another train. Okay. Wow. This is really cool. They got some bears. That's a beautiful display, isn't it? I guess we're gonna get that phantom train wherever we go today. All right. This is what I want to show you back here. Yeah, there are tons of old ones over here. Oh, there's that one. That's the one I liked, way in the back. Way by this old tree. Here we go. Okay. I like this one here. It's back of this huge tree. By that tree back there. That's an old tombstone back there. And there were two men back there. So I'm gonna get out of here. I didn't know there was people back there, and they were asking me questions, and they're smoking something, and I'm getting out of here. Hang on. All right, we're getting out of here. What I wanted to tell you is there's two men back there. I think they're smoking pot because that's what it smells like. They look like they were awfully high, and they looked like they were about to do something. I said, I am getting out of here. I am not gonna hang around and find out what happens next. There are some unscrupulous characters you can find in these cemeteries. And I'm not gonna find out what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, we are going to move, which is smart. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. Let's see if we can go up this way. I'm trying to go to a different part up here. Here we go. Maybe up here I'll be safer, I hope. Oh boy, what you don't find in a graveyard, right? Sometimes you find haunted dolls, and sometimes you just find creeps. All right. Here's some old ones over here. Oh yeah. Have not visited these three in a long time. Here we go. Although you can't read the names, they are very interesting. I just love the old stuff. You know, this is summer. This is almost July. Why do we have crows cawing in the middle of the day like this? This one is, let's see, can we read that? Can we get a close enough to read it? Ernest 1895 or something. Wow. That is definitely old. And there are some old ones over here too. Now if we go this way, there are people with a lot of kids over there, so if you hear anything in the background, that's what that is. Whoa, a tree branch is snagged onto the back of my hoodie. Like it reached out and grabbed me. There was something up here. As you can see, it is missing. This is the very front of the graveyard. There's one more grave that we're going to show you. There are some big ones down through here. Look at those big long ones. That's what we're going to see in a minute. There's a lot of them down here. Pretty fascinating. I've never filmed all this, what I'm showing you today. So, Shaler. Wow, look at the size of that one. That goes way up. What a pea shooter. Wow. Holy moly. That is just something. They made them so big in those days. Let me see if I can get more of that in. I don't know if I can. Let me watch behind me. I don't want to trip. Wow, look how high that is. Now, that's the biggest one we got in this graveyard. I've never seen one like that. There's another interesting one or two. Let's see. Orson Shepard Jr. August 27, 1834. He died April 15th, 1835. Wow, and here's another little one over here. This one's really crusty. Wow, ain't that cool? Okay. I am surrounded in the graveyard. Wouldn't that just be creepy? Like in the show The Night of the Living Dead, dead just started coming up where you start seeing a few people walking over there. Boy, that would just be something. Oh, and the Phantom Train again? You are kidding me. No way. Come on. This ain't even real anymore. These are now sound effects, I promise you. This is the real deal. I don't know how that can be like that every time. Okay. Oh, wait, what's in front of this? Huh. Oh, Shepherd. Yeah, wow. I'm going to show you the picture on it in a minute. Hold on. And it's got like a boat at sea. So maybe he was a sailor. Look at that. Ain't that pretty cool? Okay, everybody. I think that's just going to conclude it for this video. Saw some interesting tombs. Saw some parts of the cemetery that we never saw before. So that concludes the June cemetery walk with some strange things that happened. A few people we didn't expect, and I don't know, always these phantom trains. I just don't know where these phantom trains come from. Because I know the area, and there's just no trains anywhere near here. And I am serious. And those are not sound effects that I'm putting in either. I never touch up my videos. I never add music. I never add sound effects. I like them real. That's how I like to film as a videographer. I like them real. Like whatever you're hearing right now, whatever I'm hearing, natural sounds. I got a powerful mic on here that picks up everything. I like everything just natural and real. So that is not a sound effect. And it's, you know, just about every cemetery I go, no matter even if I go out of town, that happens. So I just call them phantom trains. They come out of nowhere like that. And I don't understand it, but I'd like to find out that happens to anybody else. Okay, guys, I am going to get going on this Saturday, June 27th. So we will see you all again in our next adventure. Peace out.